All right. Reflexive symmetry. It's when you can create a mirror image by cutting it in half, like the letter A has reflexive symmetry. Rotational symmetry, like this Z or this equilateral triangle, have rotational symmetry. This one does not have reflexive symmetry. Okay, you can't cut this anywhere in half where it would create a mirror image. But you can rotate this 180 degrees to create another Z exactly like this one, which is called point symmetry. So it is a type of rotational symmetry, which I forgot the L here. There we go. Rotational symmetry. So point symmetry is just 180. Rotational symmetry is anything that's less than 360. So point symmetry is part of rotational symmetry again. So this is an equilateral triangle. It can rotate 3 different times and end up on itself. Okay, so how could I figure out how much it has to turn? I will do 360 divided by 3 different turns that it can create to land on itself. So that would be 360 divided by 3. That'd be 120 degrees. Now, for the second part, translation is a slide, reflection is a flip, and rotation is a turn. So when you have graphed images, that's what you're thinking of when it moves from one place to another. Which one of these has occurred? Okay, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's all 3. You have to be able to notice. Now, let's talk about isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangles are important because if these two sides are equal, okay, that means that these 2 angles are equal. That's why. All right. Isosceles triangles mean 2 sides are the same and 2 angles are the same. Okay. It's also true if you have 2 angles that are the same, you automatically have 2 sides that are the same. And the sides are always opposite the angles. Okay. Why is that a big deal? Because I only need 1 angle and I'll be able to solve all 3. So let's say I told you that this one was 40. If that one's 40, this one's automatically also 40, which makes this one have to be 100 because you have to add up to 180. Let's say this one was 120. If that's 120, all I have is 60 left. I have 60 degrees left to divide between these 2, and they have to be the same. So this can be 30, and this can be 30. So if you have 2 sides that are the same, you automatically have 2 angles that are the same, and the angles are opposite the 2 sides that are congruent. Here, so if I do an angle bisector here, what's cool about an isosceles triangle, it also cuts this side in half. Okay, so then these 2 parts are also congruent. Here, if you cut the 2 sides, if you cut the side over here in half, bisecting the side, you create an angle bisector here. Okay? This is an equilateral triangle, meaning every single side is the same and every single angle has to be the same. And the only way they're going to be the same is if all of them are 60. Okay, using this information, you're going to have to be able to solve puzzles. Okay, here the puzzle is going to be which one am I choosing? Here the puzzle is going to be which symmetry does it have? And down here is which one of these points of information can I use to solve a problem? All right, and that's it. Good luck.